Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to another premium extended episode of the Dopely English podcast. This is your absolute favorite cozy corner of the internet, dedicated entirely to helping you master the English language through authentic, real-world dialogue, natural transitions, and deep, thought-provoking conversations. I'm Maya.
And I'm Sam. Here at Dopely, we fully understand that achieving true fluency can often feel like climbing a massive, unpredictable mountain with slippery rocks. But we are right here to climb it with you, step by step, sentence by sentence, and phrase by phrase. Ready to add a little extra self-assurance, ultimate clarity, and mental strength to your day-to-day?
Wow, Sam! Just look at you, stepping into the recording studio with such an incredibly powerful, positive, and radiant vibe today. Your words literally walked into the room with so much authority and energy.
Thanks. I just honestly hope that my words wouldn't walk in late, look completely foolish, and stumble over a stray chair on the way in.
Not at all. In fact, you sounded completely self-possessed, perfectly poised, and entirely in control of your energy from the very first second.
Ooh, starting strong with the advanced vocabulary right out of the gate. Don't worry at all, dear listeners. We will completely unpack and dissect those strong, high-level words in a bit. Today, we are thoroughly dissecting the concept of true confidence. And no, we are definitely not talking about that loud, flashy, artificial, just believe in yourself attitude that you see all over motivational social media videos.
Thank goodness for that. Because honestly, when people casually tell you to just be confident, it sounds just as ridiculous and unhelpful as telling someone to just drink water to solve all life's financial or emotional problems. It's an oversimplification.
Exactly. As if confidence is just sitting in the refrigerator waiting for you to find it. Like you can just open the door, pour yourself a cold glass of confidence, take a quick sip, and suddenly become brave, flawless, and beautiful in front of a crowd. Real life simply does not work that way. It is a process.
Not even close, because genuine confidence is forged and tested in the quietest, most ordinary and mundane moments, the exact moments that nobody ever sees, nobody films, and nobody claps for.
Like, what kind of moments exactly? Give our listeners some real-world context.
Like the exact moment when you desperately need to voice your opinion or share an idea in an English meeting at work, but your throat suddenly feels incredibly tight. Or when you want to ask a simple question for clarification during a lecture, but you were utterly terrified that it sounds too obvious, simple, or stupid to others. Or even worse, when you make just one tiny, minor grammatical mistake and your anxious mind starts replaying that single error over and over again, like a dramatic true crime documentary at midnight.
The dramatic case of the misplaced preposition, the wrong tense, and the awkward sentence.
Precisely. And somehow, during that late-night replay, your own brain acts simultaneously as the detective, the aggressive prosecutor, the harsh judge, and the final executioner all at once.
It's hilarious when you think about it analytically, but it's also painfully relatable and true. A single awkward interaction can make someone feel entirely inadequate and like they have absolutely no confidence at all.
But here's where our true conversation begins today. What if you're not actually lacking confidence because you're weak? What if your confidence is simply missing because you keep running away and avoiding the exact uncomfortable situations that are specifically designed to build it?
Ouch, Sam. That one definitely hits close to home for a lot of language learners who choose silence over practice.
It's a tough truth, Maya. Confidence simply doesn't grow in the comfortable places we keep escaping to. You absolutely cannot avoid speaking English every day and magically expect to feel secure when you finally have to do it in an interview. You cannot constantly dodge difficult conversations and expect to remain perfectly calm when they inevitably happen. If you keep breaking those small, quiet promises and commitments to yourself, you destroy your deepest inner self-trust.
So today's episode is not just about a soft, fluffy, motivational talk to make everyone feel happy for 5 minutes.
Not at all. Think of this episode as a highly useful mirror, not a cruel or judgmental one, but a practical, analytical one. We're diving deep into where confidence actually lives and develops. It's definitely not found in perfect inspirational quotes or motivational posters. It's built through nervous conversations, awkward pauses, small promises kept, and those critical moments when you have to actively decide whether to hide away in your shell or continue moving forward.
Plus, later in the episode, we're going to introduce the highly effective 5E confidence method. These are 5 practical, actionable steps you can easily deploy whenever your assurance drops in real daily life. No fake motivation, no dry theory, just practical execution that you can practice starting today.
It's absolutely perfect for job interviews, casual socializing, high-pressure workplace situations, public places, or those tiny awkward moments your brain loves to drag up at 2 a.m.
Since this is an official B2-C1 level English conversation, you can expect some advanced phrases, natural expressions, and deep concepts to truly elevate your speaking skills.
But remember, you do not need to stress or understand every single syllable on the very first listen. Focus on the core feeling, absorb the main ideas, context clues, and come back to replay it whenever you need to. That is exactly how natural language acquisition works. Well said. Today's golden rule and main idea is simple but incredibly powerful. Confidence is not an emotional mood. It's a lifelong relationship with discomfort. It isn't believing that everything will always go perfectly. It's the steady conviction that even if things go entirely wrong, you have the inner tools to handle it, learn from it, and survive.
Part 1. Action in the face of fear. Let's tackle our first core truth today. Confidence is taking a massive action despite feeling afraid. What does that actually look like in real life? Because fear is a very real emotion.
Honestly, Maya, most people learn true courage through the exact daily tasks they wish they could avoid. It's the small ones, like a phone call to a client you keep delaying, a message you write, delete, rewrite, and then stare at like the send button has suddenly become an active volcano with massive emotional power.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. That tiny digital button carries so much psychological weight when you're writing in a foreign language.
Right there, in that exact uncomfortable moment, is where confidence actually begins. Not after the fear magically vanishes, but right alongside it while the moment still feels incredibly tense.
So we shouldn't sit around and wait for the nervousness to leave before we take action.
Never. If you wait, you'll wait forever. Sometimes confidence is the action you take while your hands are freezing cold, your voice is careful, and your mind is quietly whispering, "Are we really doing this right now?"
That feels incredibly honest. Daily situations aren't physically dangerous, but they can certainly be nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. When something is nerve-wracking, it stretches your emotional limits and makes you feel incredibly tense. Your body reacts as if it's standing right on the edge of a freezing cold swimming pool. You know the water won't destroy you, but your natural instincts still scream, "No thank you, we're perfectly safe and warm right here on dry land."
Exactly. And confidence isn't standing beside the edge waiting for hours until the pool water becomes warm. Sometimes it's just dipping one foot in and realizing, okay, I'm cold, but I can handle this.
People get the order completely wrong. They think, when I feel fully secure, then I will try. But real life works the exact opposite way. You must take action first and let the confidence catch up behind you like a friend who is running late.
I remember doing a small presentation once where my very first sentence came out much weaker than I wanted. My voice completely faltered.
Faltered. That's an excellent B2-C1 vocabulary word right there. To falter means to stumble, lose confidence, or lose steadiness momentarily. It doesn't mean you failed, it just means you shook a little bit under pressure.
In that split second, I thought I was losing everything. But I took one deep breath, accepted the tremor, and kept going. That pause and that breath was the confidence. Not delivering a perfect sentence, but having the courage to stay and continue.
Exactly. Please do not turn one shaky, nervous sentence into your entire permanent identity. One nervous sentence does not mean you're a weak person. It just means your confidence muscles are being trained and tested. Remember, action despite fear, not action without fear.
Part 2. Building the evidence base. That feels much more honest. Waiting for fear to disappear can just become a very polite excuse to do nothing. But how do we sustain that confidence over time? How do we make it permanent?
Through real data and proof. Your mind requires evidence, not just imagination or positive thinking. It will not believe empty speeches if your actual behavior constantly contradicts them.
True. If I tell myself I want to be a confident English speaker, but constantly run away from every conversation, my brain immediately notices the lie.
Exactly. If you promise yourself to study but push it off to next Monday, which is honestly the most crowded
imaginary country in the world where many people live, your self-trust drops significantly.
I have definitely visited that imaginary country many times.
We all have, Maya. But every time you actually execute what you planned, even something incredibly small, that is called follow-through. It means completing the action. When you practice consistent follow-through, your self-trust grows.
Those small actions are like quiet votes for the person you are trying to become.
And those quiet votes eventually build deep, unshakable conviction. Conviction isn't a loud, noisy, or arrogant display. It's a deep inner certainty born from real proof. It says, I have shown myself that I can keep going because I have done hard things before.
That makes confidence so much less magical and far more practical. It's a record of your actions, not a lucky mood. It also means nobody is permanently locked into a non-confident personality type.
Right. Confidence is highly domain-specific. You might be an absolute rock star at your current job, but feel terrified during an English interview. You might love talking to your close friends, but freeze up in a completely new group.
So instead of using a final label like, I am not a confident person, the more honest sentence is, I have not trained my confidence in this specific area yet.
That little word yet changes the entire narrative and leaves the door wide open for growth. Without it, people easily fall into the trap of self-sabotage, where they want the opportunity but refuse to apply, or want to improve but quietly avoid practice.
It's fear wearing a very nice, sophisticated jacket.
A perfect description. And on the flip side, some people do the exact opposite and overcompensate. They act incredibly loud, aggressive, or boastful to mask the deep insecurities they feel underneath.
So noise doesn't always equal true confidence, and silence doesn't equal weakness.
Quiet confidence is often much stronger than noisy performance. It just stands there, breathes, and says, I am still learning, but I am not running away.
Part 3. Mastering the internal cinema.
Let's transition to our thoughts. Even when we take action, our inner minds can be incredibly brutal. How do confident people deal with self-doubt?
They stop the destructive cycle of rumination. Reflection is healthy. It helps you analyze and learn from a mistake. But rumination is a trap. It's your brain opening a late-night cinema to replay your worst embarrassments on repeat until midnight with no popcorn and no happy ending.
And we always make ourselves the main character in everyone else's mind, when in reality, they completely forgot our minor mistake 5 minutes later, while we remember it like a massive headline. Exactly. Confident people don't pretend self-doubt doesn't exist, they just don't let it drive the car. They stay self-possessed, which means staying calm, steady, and in control of yourself even when the situation feels uncomfortable.
I love that imagery. The nervousness can sit in the back seat and complain all at once, but it absolutely does not get its hands on the steering wheel or choose the route.
That requires physical composure too. Before you say a single word, your body, posture, breath, and pace are already communicating.
If you rush your words, shrink your body, or apologize too much, you convince your own mind that you are small.
But if you take a slow breath, roll your shoulders back, and speak with a steadier rhythm, you give confidence a real place to land. It's not arrogance, it's simply refusing to abandon yourself in the room.
Ultimately, deep confidence is about what you believe you can withstand. It's the tree that stays rooted when the strong wind comes. It doesn't promise that you won't shake, it promises that you will not disappear when life gets difficult.
Part 4. The 5E Confidence Method, Detailed Breakdown.
This is incredibly profound and powerful, Sam, but our Dopply listeners need a practical, step-by-step roadmap.
Let's open it up.
These are 5 simple, highly structured steps to build confidence when real life feels uncomfortable. 1. Expose. Gently enter the situations you usually avoid, but do it in small, controlled doses. Don't try to climb the whole mountain at once, just pick up the first stone on the path. If you are scared of public speaking, start by speaking up in a 3-person meeting. Face small discomforts intentionally to train your courage.
2. Evidence. Document your wins every day. Write down 1 sentence at the end of the day showing exactly where you exercised confidence. Your brain naturally remembers errors loudly, so you must collect proof of your progress on purpose to build self-trust.
3. Edit. Clean up your spoken language immediately. Eliminate minimizing or shrinking phrases. Instead of saying, "Sorry, this may be stupid, but," say, "I have a question." Instead of "I just think," say "I think." Clear language represents clean confidence.
4. Embody. Let confidence enter your body before it appears in your words. Ground both feet flat on the floor, relax your shoulders, and intentionally slow your vocal pace. Give your nervous system a calmer signal so the mind can follow the body.
5. Exit. Break the mental loop of the midnight cinema of regret. When your mind starts replaying an awkward moment, stop asking, "Why am I like this?" and instead ask, "What is the lesson and what is my next action?" Shift from emotional judgment to logical strategy.
And never forget the power of that magical word, yet. Saying, "I am not confident in interviews yet," transforms a final verdict into an open door for active training. Part 5. The Vocabulary Tour.
To officially close today's episode of the Dopply English podcast, let's slow down and revisit our advanced vocabulary terms for our signature word tour. Nerve-wracking, very stressful, tense, or scary in a way that stretches your emotions. Example, speaking English in front of a large crowd felt nerve-wracking at first, but I continued.
Falter. To lose confidence, strength, or steadiness for a short period of time. Example, her voice faltered when she started the speech, but she took a breath and regained control.
Follow through. Completing an action or job after you promised, planned, or started it. Example, every small act of follow-through helped him rebuild deep self-trust.
Conviction. A strong, steady, and deep belief in what you are saying or doing. Example, she spoke with conviction because she truly believed in her new idea.
Self-sabotage, damaging or harming your own growth and success, often without fully realizing it due to fear. Example, avoiding conversation practice became a subtle form of self-sabotage.
Overcompensating, trying way too hard in one direction because you feel insecure or unsure underneath. Example, he tried to overcompensate for his nervousness by talking way too fast.
Rumination, repeatedly thinking about the same negative thought, mistake, or worry in a way that keeps you trapped. Example, after the meeting, rumination made him replay one small mistake for hours.
Self-possessed, calm, steady, poised, and in complete control of yourself, especially in uncomfortable situations. Example, even under immense pressure, she looked entirely self-possessed and focused.
Composure, calm control and steadiness of mind, especially under pressure or in a stressful situation.
Example, before answering the difficult question, she took a slow breath and regained her composure.
Withstand. To stay exceptionally strong and resilient under heavy pressure, difficulty, or discomfort. Example, real confidence helps you withstand criticism without falling apart.
What an absolutely incredible, detailed, and powerful session today. Remember, building real confidence is a lifelong training practice, not a permanent or fixed identity.
We want to hear from you now. Tell us down in the comments section, what is one small thing or action from the 5E method that helps you build your confidence in daily life?
Take care of your English progress and take care of your heart. I'm Maya.
And I'm Sam.
You have been listening to the Dopply English Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in the very next episode. Bye!